You've invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, not to mention money, into your shop. You've got good people. You've got a great facility. You've got the tooling you need to do these jobs right, and you stand behind what you do. But how are the consumers in your market going to know that? How are they going to be able to differentiate your shop from all the other choices that they have? Well, one way to do that is the topic today in the workshop. You know, there's a lot of ways of getting the word out about how good your shop is. Certainly one of the best is word of mouth, and if you can expand on that with all of these online review services that are out there. If you don't know this or not, consumers do spend a lot of time checking out your business before they even come knocking on your door, so that's certainly one area you want to have some help too. But you know, everybody in the business has got somebody doing that for them, has got something going on to make them look good to that online consumer, to that person who's trying to choose a new repair facility. So how can you differentiate yourself from all the others who are doing the same kind of marketing things that you're doing? Well, one solution is a company called RepairPal. This is a company that actually certifies your shop, and by certification, I mean they have certain standards that you have to meet to have that RepairPal certification brand on your door. But once you do, if you meet those qualifications, they can provide a lot of help in helping you reach those customers that matter, the ones who are going to walk in, say, hey, I don't care what it takes, I know you're going to do the job right, just fix it and let me know when it's ready. The ideal customers that we all hope and wish for, right? To find out more about how RepairPal does what they do, I've asked Jill Trotta, the director of their automotive group, to spend some time with us in the workshop. Jill, thanks so much for joining us. Why don't you take a few minutes to introduce yourself to the In the Workshop audience and tell a little bit about what it is that you do at RepairPal.
My name is Jill Trotta. I'm the director of the automotive group here at RepairPal. What my team does is we certify shops to be a part of our independent shop network. These are shops that we consider to be the best shops in the country.
Well, Jill, you know, there's a lot of talk about certification industry. Of course, organizations like ASE have been around for years, and that's something we'd like to get the consumers to be more aware of. Tell me a little bit more about the process of becoming RepairPal certified.
The process of becoming certified is a pretty rigorous process. The first thing you need to do is apply. During that application process, we will evaluate your shop on the technical aspects of your shop. Are you guys attending training? Do you have the tools that you need? Is your shop set up in a way that it's customer friendly? We also do a survey of your most recent customers because we want to make sure that you treat your customers really well. Once you pass through that process, which takes, could take a week or two, then we will list you as being RepairPal certified if you pass. If you don't pass, we will give you really good feedback on how you line up with the other 1,600 shops in our network. That feedback could include you need to do a little more technical training, or here's what your customer said. You might want to think about this a little bit. And keep in mind that the shops in our network are the best shops in the country. So when we're giving you the evaluation, we are not just comparing you against the industry as a whole, we're comparing you against the best shops in the country. So it's amazing feedback to have for your shop.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Could you go back over some more of the points of what's required to be a RepairPal certified shop?
In order to be a RepairPal shop, what we look for is shops that offer a good warranty. You need to have a minimum 12-12 warranty. If you don't have at least a 12-12 warranty, then you can, go through and you can make that change and show us that you've made the change and that you're committed to offering a warranty to your customers that, is pretty solid. We also require the shops do consistent ongoing training provided by a professional training organization. So we ask that shops, attend training from your parts suppliers, from management companies, from service advisor trainers, to make sure that you guys are up to date on the most recent stuff that's going on in the industry. So that way, we know that you're investing in your shop and you're investing in your customers. The next thing that we require is that you have been in business for a while, that you're established, that your processes are in place, and that you're moving forward in that way. tools and equipment, that you have the most latest up-to-date tools and equipment is important as well. We're just looking for shops that are doing what they need to do to make sure that they are competitive and able to work on the most recent model vehicles.
Now, I know part of your program is to help these certified shops that you work with to differentiate themselves among their competition, and there's a lot of companies that do that. What are some of the things that makes RepairPal unique?
I think the biggest thing that makes RepairPal different is that we certify every shop in our network and we hold them to the same criteria. Doesn't matter if that shop's in California, West Virginia, or where they are. They've all met the same consistent criteria. So that way when a consumer comes into the shop, that the quality of the shop that they're experiencing is consistent. We feel like this is really important, and we like to think that we do the hard work for consumers so that they don't have to. And I really believe that we've achieved this, and I feel like our certification program really embraces that.
So far, Jill, it all sounds terrific, but I'm sure there's a lot of shop owners who are watching this right now who are asking themselves the big question, just exactly how are you going to help me get new customers?
There's a couple of ways. First thing I want to say is that the shops that are in our network are shops that are really doing what they need to do to make sure that they're competitive. And there is no current way out there for consumers to know that you are truly the best shop. So our process and our brand really embraces that. The second way is, we have a large internet presence. We have over 4 million site visitors a month. We have affiliations with AARP and USAA and some other ones that are pretty big brands out there, and they've endorsed our network and they drive their customers to our network. One thing I do want to say is that if you haven't checked out RepairPal in the last few years, we've really grown and evolved as a company. We're bigger, our estimator is more robust, and our estimates are really accurate. And most of all, our estimates are fair. They're fair for consumers, but they're also fair for shops. You have to consider that the shops that we want in our network are the best shops around. And we understand, we have a pretty amazing auto group here of automotive professionals that we drive the products. And our estimator is designed to be fair for shop owners, taking into consideration the investments that you have to make in tools and training and those kind of things. So if you haven't checked us out in the last few years, you really need to come on to our site and check us out, check out the estimator, check out the shops that are in our network, and really see what we're doing, because we've been really successful in driving good quality customers to good quality shops.
Well, Jill, thanks so much for hanging out with me today in the workshop. I really appreciate you taking the time to share the RepairPal story with those who are watching. And if you are watching and you're interested in learning more about how RepairPal can help your shop, log on to RepairPal.com, and I'm sure they'll be glad to help you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time in the workshop.